I don't think they'll be here. I said, really? And he said, I said, what is it? He said, they've got leukemia. Meant nothing to me in 1977. I had no idea what leukemia was. He explained to me in layman terms it's cancer of the blood. And true enough, after 8 weeks, I used to go in every morning, chat with the kids before I went for treatment, and all 4 of them had passed away. So I was leaving the hospital, given the green light to go for the tour, and come out of the hospital, and I said, Dave, I said, this is horrendous. I said, is there anything we can do? And he said, well, look, you've been here, you've seen it, you've been to the 4 parties that we had. And what they do is they give the kid, or the boy or girl, whoever, when they're on their last, literally like endo, the last legs, they throw a party. And a party, it doesn't matter what it is, it could be Christmas, it could be their birthday, it's a party. He said, we can't fund it anymore, we don't get any help. I said, well, you have now, I'll fund it. And that went on for a few years. And then in the mid-80s, I was on a train going down to London, coming down here, and there was a colour supplement on the seat that someone had left. I was just glancing through it. On about page 5, there was a story about this eccentric lady called Dr. Barbara Watson. And she, every summer, lived around the Torquay area, South Coast, and she'd get on a train, go all the way up to top Scotland, to John O'Groats, and then she'd meander back over 3 months through the summer. No planned route, just wandered around all the way down, basically downhill. So she came down, and I felt that I sat with Kath, we were taking her sheep in the Lake District with the dogs, and we were out for a walk. I said, look, I said, Joe, it's all very well paying for these parties. I said, why don't we do something more positive? You know, so they're negative, paying for the parties. So she said, what are you going to do? So look, get the board together, who do the stuff we were doing with leukemia, get them together and we'll have a chat. And she did that, and I got a couple of the press boys there. And so Cass, she didn't know what I was going to do. And I said, I'm going to do a sponsored walk. And they said, oh great. And she thought I was going to say something like, London to Brighton, you know, something sensible. I said, no, I'm going to do John O'Groats to Land's End. Now, my geography wasn't great in those days. It's 400 and odd miles to get to the border, and then it's another 600 miles down to Land's End. And I'm thinking, do I both done this right? And I had no idea what to do, but you suddenly learn very quickly you need lots of Vaseline. Strategic parts of your body. But we picked up the pace. I said, we're going to do this, we'll do it rapidly. And we walked, it was 1,000 miles, and we did it in 33 days. So all these experts are saying, oh, he just has to slow down, he won't make it, that made me go faster. We were just under 5 miles an hour for the duration of the walk. And when we actually collected, in those days it was hand collected in buckets, because it's not like it is nowadays, you can go online. And the buckets alone collected over £1 million in cash. Then the conglomerate started making this charity of their year, etc., and the money suddenly escalated. And with that money, we built a research centre just outside Glasgow, which is still there and gets added to, because we did 19 walks in total. John O'Groats did it twice over the Alps in Australia, all over the world, Sri Lanka. And we had, what kept us going was that when we did the first ever walk, the chances of a youngster of survival to the most common form of leukemia was 20%. Just before the first lockdown, we announced that we got it up to 95%. I don't think you can ever totally wipe the disease off the planet, but we certainly can make it a lot more realistic from the children's point of view. And that's why we did it. And to be quite honest, I paid for it. I paid for it, just Dusty knows. Everything called up, and I just had 2 years on crutches. And my index stayed the same. And consequently, I'm looking around the room, there's obviously quite a lot of people who've also been on that same diet as me. Don't look at me. Certainly not him. But no, so we did that, and that was magnificent to do it. And went through a lot of pain, spine rebuild, both hips, knees got to be done. But you know what? You wouldn't change it for anything. It was